Hey guys, welcome back. It's Neon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we talked a little bit about the voice of Winnie the Pooh.
Yes.
And some allegations against him.
Mm-hmm.
And we did not go into detail. We actually kind of mentioned it in one of our live streams. We're kind of waiting for more information.
Yeah, we were worried because it sounded like they had police reports or something.
Yeah, it was one of those things where it was like, oh my God, because we know people who know him. I mean, you know, we hang out in the Disney circles and we know people who know Jim Cummings.
They up and down said this is not something he would do.
They said this is not in character with Jim Cummings. I'd never heard anything like this before, you know, regarding him. And, you know, so this is one of those things like, God, I hope this is not true. Because, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, especially when you look up to somebody. I mean, Jim Cummings is an incredibly prolific voice actor. He's voiced so many beloved Disney characters, not just Winnie the Pooh, but Darkwing Duck and, you know, Pigleg Pete and countless others. I mean, he's probably been in, like, had a part in, like, every Disney animated movie.
Right.
And to have, you know, somebody like that fall was just like, oh God, we didn't want to go there.
Please don't be true. Please don't be true.
So
please don't be true.
We were kind of hanging back to see what happened. We did not want to get into it until we had more, you know, evidence.
Right.
One
We
way or
don't
the
want
other.
to just make, you know, assumptions about things.
So apparently, things have blown over because even comicbook.com is reporting that Winnie the Pooh voice actor Jim Cummings claims victory over assault allegations. So this is interesting. Prolific voice actor Jim Cummings appears to be satisfied with the resolution to a custody battle with ex-wife Stephanie Cummings, who earlier this month accused him of assault and animal abuse. In a tweet published by Cummings Friday, the actor said goodbye to false allegations, quotes, lies, and nastiness.
No, blame him.
So, yeah, and he says, my girls are officially safe and sound at home, all caps. Cummings reported his two daughters are safe and sound at home. On May 3rd, Page 6 reported Cummings' ex-wife in court documents alleged he engaged in physical, sexual, and emotional abuse, including but not limited to death threats, rape, and various deviant behavior since their 2001 split. So this sounds like a really messy divorce. Like this is, you know, I mean, we're right up there kind of with Johnny Depp in terms of like allegations.
Yeah,
thrown.
the next paragraph just heard what she was saying, but we talked about that before.
Right. And we talked about all this, and you know, so it got really. So apparently, I don't want to go into details. I'm like reading this. I'm like, but it even included the dog. Like she claimed that he abused the dog. And all
he
this
admitted
stuff.
that he forgot the dog was in there, but the dog was fine, took him to the vet, and it was okay.
Oh, yeah, I know. Then, when denying the allegations, Cummings counterclaimed his ex-wife repeatedly threatened his career by telling people Winnie the Pooh is a... Yo, this is almost... This isn't funny, but it's almost funny. It's just funny to say it, but it's not actually funny, but... She was going to tell people Winnie the Pooh is a woman-beating, drug-addicted freak.
Now, he does admit he's been into rehab before.
He has been, yeah.
And just because you've been doing drugs doesn't mean doesn't necessarily mean you do all the other stuff. So, I mean, I don't know. But whatever, the court seemed to have
sided with him, yeah. So, yeah, I think if the courts are sending the kids home with them...
Then they must not have found enough grounds to think that it was, you know, legit. Because they don't send, you know, two daughters with their dad if they think that the dad is, you know, abuses, you know, women and dogs. Right.
Yeah, and he voices so many characters. And, you know, for him, you know, right around the corner is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. He's going to be voicing Hondo Onaka from Clone Wars and Rebels, and that's going to be the main character in the Millennium Falcon attraction.
Run, yes.
And so he's bringing his voice back to that. But if you go out to his Twitter, you can see that he's actually retweeting a lot of Disney stuff. I mean, just in the last few hours, he sort of went radio silent. And I think the reason he was doing that, you know, especially in regards to Disney, is like he's probably like, where, and that was our first thought, was like, you know, we've seen this before where even if there are allegations, a lot of times these companies will, you know, jump the gun and terminate the person. You know, we're seeing it with, you know, Vic Mignogna. So we're like, oh my gosh, would Disney actually just terminate, you know, one of their most prolific voice actors? And apparently they're okay with whatever's happening because he's retweeting all kinds of stuff from Disney now, and he's got his kids at home. So hopefully this is over, you know, for everybody involved. You know, Rob Paulson, another, actually one of my favorite voice actors. Rob Paulson.
He's going to be where we're going to be here shortly.
Yeah, he is. But you know, he's actually tweeting at Jim Cummings, and he's not afraid to tweet at Jim Cummings. A lot of times what happens in cases like this, if there's any kind of allegation, like all of your peers just like, they just cut and run. Like they don't even talk to you because they're like, I don't want your taint on me. Wait, that sounds
sounds really wrong.
That sounds really wrong. I don't want your but no, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like again, you compare this to the situation with Vic Mignogna, where immediately like all of his peers were like, ew, we can't talk to Vic and we have to disavow Vic to save our own necks. You know, in this case, you know, there's Rob Paulson, you know, kind of welcoming him back.
I'm still thinking it's funny that you said that. Anyway, go ahead.
Back into the fold. Yeah, well, apparently he wasn't.
No, I mean that you said about. Never mind. Anyway, no, I'm like,
well, he was apparently that wasn't bad enough to keep his kids away from him or have Disney fire him. So hopefully, you know, this was just a really messy divorce, and hopefully that you know that this is the end of it, and you know, people are just like, oh yeah, I vaguely remember that, and don't, you know, lord it over him for the next, you know, 10 or 20 years.
Yeah,
I don't know. So that is the situation with Jim Cummings. It was resolved much quicker than we expected. We expected some big, long, drawn-out, prolonged ordeal, and it seemed like it was resolved pretty quickly.
Right. I just don't think the courts would send his girls home with him if he was a sexual abuser and a dog abuser.
Yeah,
not that they're connected.
No, especially not. You know, if this is taking place in California, there's just no way they would have done it. And I think it's California. But yeah, so that is the situation with Jim Cummings. Hopefully, this is the last Jim Cummings video we'll have to do. Hopefully. So
unless he comes on and talks to us.
Well, yeah, we actually talked to somebody about getting him on before, so I don't know.
We'll see.
All right, we'll see. We'll try. All right, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, rants, gaming videos, art videos, and more. This has been Neon and Geeky.
Bye.
Goodbye. Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.